We're moving away from social media to interest media. We're moving away from entertainment and we are slowly moving to education. People don't like to get entertained anymore. People love to get educated. That's how the world is moving. And education sells, entertainment doesn't. So the point I'm going to make in today's video is I'm not going to only prove it to you, I'm going to break down everything so you clearly see how fucking stupid you've been by taking certain actions in the past. And I'm happily going to do that so you can stop doing them. Now, if I would stand on the street and if I would slap a grandma in the face, very simple, right? It will most likely get a lot of views, an insane amount of views. But what I'm showing isn't related compared to customer conversion, meaning the person who watches from a perspective of entertainment, doesn't watch from a perspective of willing to get educated. The problem here is that if you want to get buyers, you will never be able to convert a customer the moment your topic isn't related to their pain. The easiest way to solve this is by making niched videos around topics that your audience cares about. So you have a current avatar, make videos that avatar cares about. And that's very simply said, that's very boring, but it's exactly how it works. So to give you an amazing example, I was on a mastermind in Spain 2 weeks ago, and we had 25 people. We're gonna do another one in Spain, the 25th of April, soon. And I asked all these guys one question. I said to them like, guys, what is the most valuable piece of content that you've watched from me? And I got so many valuable answers from these guys, 25 people, where we saw a pattern in the feedback that they gave based on the videos that they liked the most and the videos that made them actually convert. Now, that is an insane amount of valuable information from the right people. That's the fucking point. You want to get the right information from the right people because the right information from the right people will allow you to make the right content for the right audience. And the right content for the right audience will mean the right audience for the right amount of conversions. And the right amount of conversions will mean you make the right money that you deserve, that you need for you to have the ability to make an insane amount of impact. Now, let's do a very simple calculation here, okay? There are 30 million, I'm gonna write it down here, 30 million online entrepreneurs. To dissect this even further, when we're talking about coaches specifically, course sellers and online creators, there are 5 million of them. Now, let's say we talk about those making 100 grand a year. So we're specifically talking about those making 100 grand a year. We are talking about 200,000 people. Cool? Now, guess what? $1 million a year. At the top of my head, and let me know if I'm wrong, I might be wrong. So make sure you research this on Claude or online. It was anywhere between 15 to 18 grand, but let's say it's 15 grand, okay? 15,000 online entrepreneurs that are behaving themselves in this market are specifically making 1 million a year, right? 15,000 people that sell courses, coaching, or information online. That is not a lot of people. Because my video already got 10,000 views yesterday. The one that I made about the online content system. Fun fact is, all these 10,000 people are not coaches making 1 million a year. It are a partial part of it are people making 1 million a year. But the other part is people making 100 grand a year. And most likely, the most amount of people are courses, online coaching, and people that sell information, right? As well as online entrepreneurs that are completely irrelevant to the topic that I'm actually talking about, cannot learn anything from it, and will never become my customer. That is normal. That is completely normal. You can't, think about it, right? You rather want to have 100,000 views with 100,000 business owners that really care about what you do, have massive interest, have capital, and relate with your topics, have these pain points, than getting 1.5 million views of just entertainment purposes. Now, let me shock you even further. Very simple, okay? We're talking about online entrepreneurs. We're talking about coaches, people that sell online information, people that sell coaching, right? And that will be 200 grand people making 100 grand a year and 15,000 people, 15 to 18,000, I don't know the exact number. Let's say 15,000 people making 1 million a year. Now let me tell you this. When we're talking about business coaches, so specifically people that sell anything related to lead generation, anything related to conversions, anything related to personal branding, I'm not talking about, for example, the health, right, niche, or the relationship niche. That is an insane amount of people. The fitness coaches, the performance coaches, the dating coaches, all that stuff, right? There are 450,000 people that sell online coaching, courses or information related to lead generation, business coaches, related to making more money quick with anything related to information coaching or courses. Now, guess what? Those making 100 grand a year are 70,000 people. 70,000 people. Your reach on your Instagram is already probably anywhere between 1 to 5 million a month, which is great, right? Could also be 100 grand. Now imagine it's 100 grand, right? Obviously there are people that are related to watching your content multiple times, that are related to watching your stories, that are related to whatever on Instagram. You can see it in your professional dashboard. But that's not the problem. It's around, cool, there are 70,000 people, but most likely only 500 of them are watching your content, right? And all the other tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views that you get in a month are one of these people, online entrepreneurs, that will never buy from you in the first place. Now, I'll shock you even further than this. It'll never stop. And guess how many people make over $1 million a year? 6.5 thousand people. Meaning there are currently in this world, and I'm specifically talking about, let me be very clear, I'm talking about US and Europe. Okay? Specifically. Currently, 7,000 people in the US and Europe that are business coaches, specifically, that you can sell to and educate yourself to. Now, imagine this. I would love to always calculate the pipeline value of things. So to give you a great perspective, there are different levels and stages of entrepreneurs. One entrepreneur is currently in the stage where he has a couple clients, meaning 10 clients, right? The other entrepreneur is in a stage where he most likely has 50 clients. The other entrepreneur is most likely in a stage where he or she has 250 clients, and the last one 1,000 plus. Now, most likely that person who has 10 clients, right? Specifically 10 clients, is just made his first money online, is making like 100 grand a year, it's going well, whatever. The person has 50 clients, is most likely making anywhere between 500 grand to 700 grand a year, right? Like 50,000 a month. The person who has 250 clients is probably one of the top dogs. He's the guy that makes the most amount of money in the game. He is one of the most relevant people at the moment, right? Meaning that person is probably making at least 1, 2, 3 million a year. And you have 1 or 2 people that are always doing insanely well that you probably most likely know about. They're making at least 10 million a year. Now, for you to know this, right? This is just 1 or 2 people. These are just 5 to 10 people. These are most likely, realistically, let's say 100 people, 200 to 500 people. This is the rest of the 6,000 people. Right? Now, we dig even deeper. Now, I always love to calculate customer pipeline value. What does customer pipeline value mean? Very fucking simple. It's your current offer price, meaning, let's say, $10,000, compared to the amount of people that are behaving themselves in your niche, the exact avatar, meaning it's 6.5. Okay. Now, 6.5 grand plus 10,000 is 6,500,000,000. $65 million specifically that you will be able to make from this market. $65 million. So you can imagine the guys that made 10, 20 million made 20% of this market sold to 20% of the market. And guess what? The guys that made 10, 20 million are probably the guys that are retired right now, right? Are getting into retirement right now based on this market, right? And they made an insane amount of money. They just sold to 10, 20% of it. So the thing that must shock you here is that 6,500 people is not a lot of fucking people. You thought it were way more people, but the total pipeline value is $65 million. That is an insane amount of money. Meaning, if you would niche down to the max and you would sell to everyone, you would have 6,500 customers and you would make 65 million fucking dollars. Now, I don't know if you can even name one person that made $65 million with info, right? Maybe 3 people. Now, you see the importance of making content that your customer, your avatar cares about. It's so fucking simple. 6.5 thousand people, 10,000 each, that is $65 million. So that explains why making niche content is more important, selling it to a very small market, than going broad, because you most likely get already way more views than this. The more views you get currently, the less money you make based on this exact calculation, the more you should fucking worry. And this is the exact reason why conversion is important. Thanks for watching.